During the year, there have been a number of significant business wins. Indeed, it was a strong fourth quarter and a strong end to the year. You've all heard me say before that selling is the hardest thing to do in any company. So before we go any further, I'd like to acknowledge some truly great sales stories. First is Everest Re. This was a reinsurance offering of Zuba software into the US market. Much of the effort for this sale was in 2013. This was a fantastic win for Zuba. Good sized deal and our first win in North America. And we won competing against CSC. The second is with a global, major, fast-moving consumer goods company. Initial discussion took place over 2 years ago but was not successful. However, we created the right impression and we maintained the contacts, and we re-engaged in the first quarter of last year, which led to an initial award followed by 2 additional geographies. And here we were competing against Accenture. By rights we should not have won. This is a tribute to the sales strategy, tenacity and persistence. And the offering is built around tail spend management and the use of MM4 technology. The next one I'll mention is the AGI renewal. This is a critical event for the Fonds Depot Bank business in Germany and was won against a number of competitors in the industry. Innovative thinking with the use of technology to optimise processes to improve the front-end offering, as well as management of the key stakeholders, were the keys to success. And the final one I mention is Marsh in Australia, which was a recent win. Customer engagement, which started in 2013, was finally signed in December last year. It was born out of an idea to take over below deductible claims processing, convert it into a growth opportunity for Marsh. Tenacity, perseverance and insight were the key ingredients behind the win. We'll be seeking to make this offering scalable and repeatable. Now, critical to the success of each of these was the clarity of the desired outcome and the engagement at various levels of the organisation. I personally had an involvement at an appropriate time with each of these sales wins. It's with real pride and pleasure I acknowledge the great work and achievements of 2014 from so many people. We've all worked extremely hard. However, you don't need me to tell you that it's been a challenging year in a number of areas. We certainly began the year some way behind the starting line. We needed to make up for the profit of XTB and XHRS and also the loss of the business for London Metal Exchange. And during the year we've had to deal with a number of setbacks. They say that bad luck comes in threes. Well, I have to say we've had a fair share of it. Despite the setbacks, we've made good progress towards our objective of maintaining year-on-year profitability. We were very ambitious. We backed ourselves to meet the challenge. And maybe on reflection we were too ambitious. Perhaps we set the bar too high. There's really little point in me replaying specific challenges we've experienced. However, some recurring themes do emerge. We still suffer from lack of focus. We go after too many things. There's a Russian proverb which broadly translates as, if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll catch none. We have the tendency to spread our resources too thinly. This manifests itself in poor qualification of opportunities and lack of focus in product development. It may sound strange, but if we're going to lose a bid or give up on an offering, there's real benefit in losing early. We should constantly requalify opportunities and requalify our ideas. Secondly, we have to deliver on our promises to our customers. Our customer satisfaction studies reveal some excellent examples of good customer service. However, they also reveal some poor examples as well. Good customer references are so important to winning work in our service-based industry. Thirdly, we also have to deliver on our promises to each other and be transparent about the problems we have. Problem shared is a problem halved. A number of the challenges we've faced have emerged long after they really became problems. Had they been identified earlier, there would have been more time to resolve them. We could have ensured the very best resources were made available to address the challenges. There's little point in telling people what you think they want to hear, as the reality will eventually emerge. Better to know the reality quickly and do something about it. And finally, we talk a lot about one exchanging and the need to be collaborative and to play to each other's strengths. Although this has improved, we're still not drawing on the real strengths of our organisation nearly often enough. A sign of a truly great company is how it responds to difficult times. And you've all heard the expression, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Where we've had setbacks, we have to show that we can pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, and then drive the business forward. Remember the quote, "We never lose, we either win or we learn." So what have we learned from 2014?
I think we've learned a lot about finance and our finance transformation programme, but I don't think we've made the progress that I was expecting to make at the start of 2014.
Communication could have been stronger, but we probably didn't necessarily bring everyone along with us as best we might.
2014 we had to spend a lot of time on the renewal discussions with Allianz in Germany, and I think if we'd have been smarter as a whole group over the course of the last 2 or 3 years and really focused on the customer and investing in the customer, we wouldn't have been in that position.
As it starts to get tougher, we have to be able to work much closer together and create much more honesty, certainly the management team and across the business, to make sure that we're maximising our capability.
We need to remember that selling is like passing the entrance exam. That gets you in, but you don't really succeed until you've delivered and delivered successfully.
I think it's about being realistic with the forecast in terms of signing new business. I think we've learned some big lessons in the timing it takes to sign new deals, and also, particularly in the Zebra business, the duration of actually getting those deals over the line.
That actually closing a contract is not sufficient. That selling these new types of contract that are volume-based, you need to continue to take your client on that journey.
Under the broader vision of one exchanging, we're really now getting better at collaborating with the other parts of the organisation while delivering services.
Executing the plan is one thing. Standing up and taking ownership of issues that perhaps sit outside of your plan and executing your plan is entirely different.
And I think it's been very interesting how much people are interested in the vision and the journey that we're actually going on and want to be part of that and are watching it very closely.
I want to share a few of my thoughts, not only drawn from the experience of last year, but also from my experience in other companies. We have to be clear on the outcomes that we expect. They have to be realistic. We have to ensure that the responsibility and the accountability for the outcomes is clear. So with accountability goes trust. Trust that you'll deliver the outcome, and also empowerment, the empowerment to deliver. We must manage expectations. We should develop the habit of under-promising and over-delivering. We have to act with speed, be agile and nimble. We have to be easy to deal with, accessible and flexible. We have to be creative and innovative. Creative is thinking up new things. Innovation is doing those new things. Without innovation, any business will die. We have to compete and be competitive. We will only win if we are competitive. We need to have the organisational capability to succeed. Systems, processes and the people that are critical to delivering the outcomes.